Boom, Babylon to them under big trouble. This a judgment for them. It has so terrible. Rastafari tell them say, never mix and never mingle. Got the lynch and the bear, the dragon and the eagle. So we go boom, Babylon to them under big trouble. It's a judgment for them. It's a judgment for them. To them under big. It's a judgment for them. We tell them, burn Babylon to them under big trouble. This a judgment for them. It has so terrible. Rastafari tell them say, never mix and never mingle. Got the lynch and the bear.
I never thought that I could share stages with the likes of, you know, De La Soul, Talib Kweli, Sean.
Come on.
P, man.
I saw it.
Brethren, check this out.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Brethren, during that time of the year where I was invited by my friend Grice, you know, he's a rapper in Switzerland who I did a song with, and it was popping on all over the radio stations. Thanks to the versatility once again, because I was not rapping on the song. He's a rapper. You know, when I'm doing a song with a rapper, I sometimes feel like, okay, you know, I can't come with the same thing that he comes with. I have to switch styles. So I came with my R&B singing vocals.
That's why I always stand up.
The song was popping on all over. He sent me an email. He said, Cross, man, the song is like going crazy on the radio. Because you know what we did? I sang in Xhosa in the song. That's another thing. You know, I always like to embrace my culture, where I come from, because I am Xhosa. You know, I speak Xhosa, you know. So I was singing Xhosa in the song. So I sent him the text of the song, and he translated it. Every word he translated into Swiss German. So everybody could understand. When I was performing those songs, that song, man, I was surprised. They were singing Xhosa. Along in Xhosa. I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like this song, man, it gave birth to me sharing stages with like you say, Sean Price. All these are big names, man. Ludacris, you know, Boot Camp Click, Evidence, Alchemist, you know, Ill Bill, you know what I'm saying? I saw Ill Bill live, man, you know, Freeway, all these, you know, big guys, you know, in the industry. Jay-Z, I actually had a crazy, you know, moment with seeing Jay-Z because we were all sharing the same VIP. You know, and the funny thing was like...
But that's the crazy part.
Crazy.
About you.
Crazy.
You always find yourself...
Crazy. And you know, like, it happened at a time where it was after the show, after I performed, you know. I'm a guy who likes to socialize with the fans. So after the show, I was like, I'm not going to go backstage. I'm going to go to the crowd, and I had CDs in my bag, you know. So guys were like, yo, man, we like that song. We bought that song. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, man, you want to play the joint? So I said, yeah, why not? You know, we play the joint. And then one moment I feel, I want to go to the backstage and chill. Actually, it was Raekwon after us. Raekwon was performing after us. So I was busy watching Raekwon, man. I'm thinking, yo, this guy is on the same stage. We're on the same We're like, I mean, Raekwon, come
These are
on.
the gods to us.
To me, man, I mean, these are guys that I was watching on a DVD that my man Kat brought in '97, like Wu-Tang Clan. I mean, I never thought I would share stage with Raekwon, man, to tell you the truth. And actually, at the same festival in Switzerland, I had also an encounter with Buster. That was the World Cup, the time of the World Cup. Crazy, because when I went to eat after the show, I sat on the wrong table. So the lady said, sorry, sir, you're sitting on the wrong table. So I said, why? I said, no, it's Buster on the table. So I said, oh, is it? So I'm going to sit on the next table because I want to see this guy, you know what I'm saying? Immediately when I start taking my plate, moving to the next table, then I hear this guy's voice, hey, yo, spliff, whoa. Man, it was crazy moments in my career, man, you know, and like I say, as a ghetto youth, you know, you're having these encounters in my life. It's something that I never imagined. It's a blessing. I mean, when I look at my backstage passes and I look at some of the artists in the lineup, I mean, insane. Black Eyed Peas, you know, like I say, Jay-Z, Eminem, D12, you know what I'm saying? I never thought it would happen. So it just shows that, you know, once you're persistent in what you do, you know, it pays at the end, you know.
And I'm proud, and I'm always shout it out loud. We hail King Selassie never down. From the east and the west and the north and south. Again, I'm black and I'm proud.
Yes, listen up,
and I'm always say it out loud. We hail King Selassie never down.
Germany.
From the east and the west and the north and south. With the power and the energy.
Right, my first tour was in 2005 where we got invited by Africa Festival. And we pulled off a nice show, you know, in Würzburg. Pulled off a nice show. There was this lady who had mistaken me, you know, for like some guy that she was dating. I looked similar to this guy. And coincidentally, it happened that she was a music promoter, you know? And it happened at a time that we hadn't performed yet, you know, because when at the festival, they give you a few days so you can enjoy the vibe, meet with people, you know? So I said to her, listen, I'm not who you think I am, but anyway, I'm an artist, I'm from South Africa. Come check us out on Friday. We're performing at this stage, da 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 da. She came there. She saw us perform, we put off a nice show. And then later on, we bumped into each other again at the tent, you know, which was like a tent where they play hip hop and reggae. Then she said, listen, here's my email address. Let's link up, let's see what can happen. You know what I'm saying? And the next day we were flying out of Germany. Flew back. When I got back to South Africa, I already had received an email from her saying that she was impressed, you know, and seeing that she's an artist promoter, and she had brought artists to Germany. Maybe we can start an idea of, you know, us coming over to Germany again now. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, this sounds cool, you know. And I had my entourage with me, and she knew that I had an entourage, JJ, Dillinger, everybody, you know. So I said to her, listen, you know that I have a crew. Is it cool if I come along? She said, no, it's fine, you know. It snowballed from there. Everything worked out. We got Red Bull to sponsor us with tickets, you know. Shout out to Red Bull. They always like try and help artists. They booked us the 2 tickets. We flew out to Germany. From that tour, the lady had already kind of like orchestrated a few small shows, you know what I'm saying? Clubs and whatnot, you know. So from that tour, it snowballed into people starting to, I mean, obviously, there were German artists who played at the festival the past year in 2005, you understand? Who heard about us. So when we got to Germany again, they were like, oh, the guys are here. So now artists started to request to work with us and say, listen guys, we would like to, or listen, I would like to feature you on a track, or listen, we have a rhythm and we're gonna release it in a few months. We would like you to voice it, you know. So it always works in that kind of way. And then after you record the song with the German artist, you always try to give your best shot, because you obviously your music is like your business card. The next guy gets to hear it and he's like, who the hell is this artist? Like, no, he's so and so. Man, I would like to feature this artist on my album. Here's his details. And then they connect with me. Then they friends. So it gets to be like that. And then they were like, okay, my album is successful. Now I'm getting shows. We're gonna try and bring you over. You come over, we play this song. You have a cut on the gig fee, da 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 da, you know. So that is the kind of formula that I use, you know. Whenever I get to have the opportunity to collaborate, I try to give it my best shot, so that when the next person gets to hear it, they will be like, they would like to work with this artist. And it just creates more opportunities like that. It's not really something that's like a secret, you know. No, it's no secret recipe, you know. It's just, and also, you know, one thing also that helps is trying to be as grounded and humble as possible, you know, because nobody wants to work with an artist with an ego, or with an artist with, you know, discipline problems, you know, who's not so disciplined. You know, when somebody asks you to rock up at the studio at 2 o'clock, you rock up at 4 o'clock and you're not even letting them know. You're like, those are the things that I've learned by going out of the country. You don't mess around with people's time. You don't say, if you say you're going to come at 2 o'clock and you know you're not going to make it for 2 o'clock, SMS that person, call that person. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you, get respected by others. You know what I'm saying? And they're always going to recommend you to others. Okay, this one here, well, these are what I call my medals, you know, my backstage passes of all the festivals that I've done in my career, you know. And this one here is very significant because it's my first tour leaving the country to Germany, Africa Festival of Würzburg, where we got to share stage with the likes of Rita Mali. That's where I met Gentleman for the first time, you know. And let me see now. Okay, this one here is Reggae Jam, or emcee Reggae Festival. And the sad part about this one is that I missed the festival like 15 minutes like after the guys got off the stage, man. I was so feeling bad, you know what I'm saying? But it also, I had to take this because it also reminds me of that moment, you know what I mean? Then you have this one called Grootewaaie. Oh, Grootewaaie is a festival, I think it's in Switzerland, and I was playing there with my rapper Grice, you know, and here they have all the numbers of the, that's the cool thing about these international festivals, that at the back of the backstage pass, they have all the numbers of the people that you would need. You know, being a stage manager, this, that, and the third, you know, you could like personally call them and say, yo, I want 5 Hennessy's now.
And they'll bring them to
They will bring them right now, you know, because you are an artist, you pay, you know. This one is called, I think, Rock the Docks with Grice. You see there, that's Grice, my friend. They were playing there 2008 in Switzerland in some beautiful lakeside. This one is, it's all mixed up, so I'll just go according to which one I go to. This one is current, like this year, you know, it's very current. This is I think in March, the Design in Double Festival. You know, I was playing there a full set, 1 hour set. Here, this is the one, Frauenfeld Festival. This is in Switzerland, the biggest festival in Switzerland, like the biggest. I'm not like joking. Like this is where they book all these international artists: Beyonce, 50 Cent, Jay-Z. In fact, here you can see all these artists named Jay-Z, Eminem, Raekwon, D12. You know, it was an amazing show, I must say. Right here, going back to 2006 in Austria, for the first time in Austria, man. I was playing at they have a festival called World Body Painting, where people get to paint themselves in different colors, you know. It was amazing to play here. It was a great experience. Let's see, this one. See, this one is 2004, man. Look at that, 2004. That's when we were, it was the torch relay for Athens, where they were lighting the torch. Remember, there was a time they were lighting the torch, and the torch would be passed country to country until Athens. I was playing there with Teba, you know, very, very amazing show. Exactly. We were playing for like thousands of people at the Grand Parade, man. It was an amazing show, and a governmental show. And this one is a Western Cape Youth Festival, which was at the Monabisi Beach, you know, a few years ago. Again, Frauenfeld for the first time, 2006, where I was playing with Black Eyed Peas. So many, man, so many. Pastor Rhymes. This one is also an open air in Switzerland, open air Campo. Royal Arena, the biggest hip hop festival in Switzerland. I got to play there twice with Talib Kweli, De La Soul, Ludacris, Ill Bill, so many artists, international artists, Evidence, Alchemist, man. Like I say, Marius, man, there's just so many, and some of them I literally. This one I think was in Riverside. What's this club? River Club, in Observatory, in conjunction with SABC, when we were at the time the winners of the best reggae hip hop group. You know, so they booked us for that show.
Very hard and fair question. Your favorite?
My favorite. Oh, let me think now. My favorite. I think my favorite should be this one. This one I didn't mention. It's called the Touch the Lake Festival, which is in Zurich, Switzerland. This is where I got to meet my favorite rapper, Sean Price. You know what I mean? That's my favorite. And I got to play on the same stage as him. You know what I'm saying? Like play after him. You know what I'm saying? So that was like one of the, you know, best moments. You know what I mean? I can never forget that. You know? Yeah. Yes, sir. Boom. Don't be an obstruction, or else you could be dead. Yo, too much shatters and they get out while you walking at the slums. Now full of sounds that echo. If you want to survive, you have to push a little muscle. You have to be street smart, that's part of the hustle.
Hey.